Hey, good morning. How is everybody? There we go. Forgot to do a few things. I thought I had everything done. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. Oh. That got him to sit. That got him to sit. Gentle. Gentle. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, you're done? Okay. Well, did you want to come here? You know you want to come up here and say hi to everybody. You know everybody wants to see you. You're the star of the show. I'm not. Thank you, Shadow. How are you this morning? I have not had a chance to download it. I am feeling very, very slow. I got up yesterday at 5 a.m. so that I could have my daughter to school before 7:30, then get to my in-laws, take my mother-in-law to a couple of doctor's appointments, and then get her back home. And so it was just a very long day yesterday. And I get to do it again tomorrow, but at least their appointments are closer to home than they were yesterday. Yesterday was an hour drive. Tomorrow's about a 15-minute drive, 20-minute drive, something like that. So from their house, I still got the hour drive there and back, and help her do all her grocery shopping and everything tomorrow. And then we go back on Sunday for Easter. And then I go back again next Tuesday and take her back to where we were at yesterday for another appointment. It looks like my daughter is changing jobs to one that's closer to home for her, which is good considering gas prices are starting to go up, and she's driving my truck that has an 18-gallon tank on it that, gas starts getting over $3 a gallon. That gets up there pretty quick. I know at one point I put like $80 in my truck a couple years ago. So gas prices get back up that high, that's what she's going to be looking at. And so if she can go longer on the same tank of gas and not, instead of having to fill it up every couple of days, I think she fills it up, she says, every 4 days, every 4 work days, because one trip up there and back takes a quarter tank. So basically every 3 days, because she waits because when she's at a quarter of a tank, she refills it. So yeah. So we had 3 new members Monday added to the wall, or going to be added to the wall. There they are. There's 4th under 1, Pleated Pants and Big Deal Hub. I haven't gotten them all posted onto Twitter yet. Big Deal and Pleated Pants have been, because I knew their Twitter handles, so I could tag them. So I've got 4th, I got Ugin, I've got Vulcanet, who I do know. I need to get hers done because I do know hers as well. And then Q Bendis, I don't know how to pronounce it. So watch for those later on. I still can't believe you guys did that Monday. I mean, we went from like 15 subs to 33, which we're back down to 30, which is fine. I'm cool. Although I think my wife still has to do hers, so we'll give her grief because it's a prime sub. I know it is. You hear that, dear? I'm giving you grief. I think she closed the bedroom door because she's back there working. I could send her a text. You would, right? You would. Oh, oh, oh! That one hit 3 times. Oh, oh! Let's send her a text. Oh wait, I probably can't because I've got a text message that I'm working on for somebody else right now. I can send her a Facebook message. Don't forget to use your Prime sub today. She'll come out here and hit me later. Throw something at me, something along those lines. Oh, I love her. So how was everybody's Taco Tuesday? Hope you enjoyed some good tacos last night. Not bad at the moment for you, Shadow. I'm glad to hear that. And thank you for the gift. I will get that game downloaded. I got to make sure I can download it to where I want it because it does look like it's not, X and S enhanced. It is Xbox One enhanced, but not X and S enhanced. So that's good. So that means I should be able to put it on any of my hard drives. So I will work on that. I just didn't have a chance with everything else, trying to get everything set up. I didn't even turn my lights on until I was getting ready to hit the button for just to open up the just chatting window. And I was like, oh, I don't have the lights on. That's the kind of morning I've been having. I'm just absent-minded, tired, everything's like, ugh. Oh, crap. Give me just 1 second. I'm just going to disappear over here. I'm going to disappear right here for a second because, reasons.
I noticed something yesterday.
Huh?
So, a lot of mornings, I'm sound asleep. Sometimes I've only been asleep for a couple hours. 5:30. This little jerk has to go out.
Right.
You are up at 5 o'clock. Up and around doing stuff. What does he do?
Slept in.
Snoozes. 5:30, 6:30. Not a peep from him. Any other morning, we're both sound asleep, and I'm the one who wakes up. 5:30, 6:30. What was up with that, mister? What was up with that? That's so unfair.
I'm starting to sweat from laughing so hard. I don't know if I missed the hydrator, if that was an old one. But I did it. Guys, if you haven't followed us on the social medias, wherever they're located, on your screen, be sure to follow us on the Twitters, the TikToks, the Facebooks, the Instagrams. It's hard for me to do anything on Instagram lately because I can't log in every day. I get the same. I can log in like one day, then I can't log in for 3 days. Then I can log in, then I can't log in for a day. Then I can log in, I can't log. I don't know what the heck is up with my Instagram account and why I can and can't log in, but it's that way. Oh, I'm still reeling from laughter. No, you just. Thank you for pinning that. Oh, good Lord. Oh, that hit. Oh, that one hit hard. Oh. Oh. That just pinned the Facebook one. If you're going to pin one, I'd rather pin the YouTube one. Trying to get our YouTube numbers up. Thank you. I was looking for it. You beat me to. You're just so much faster than I am. There it is. I found it. I found it. Yeah. Oh, I went ahead and made my energy drink for this morning instead of this afternoon because I figured I'm going to need it. So I do have my blue raspberry Rogue Energy. Look at that shadow. Blue. Blue. You can tell I'm tired. I can't stop laughing. Oh my. Yep. Yeah, yesterday was a long day. That stupid elevator in the hospital, door opened, and as soon as it opened, if you weren't immediately in the door path, it's closed. I was like, what in the world, door? You got to give us a second to get moving. We're all old and broken and decrepit. I just said I haven't done that yet because I didn't have, with everything I've done this morning, I just haven't had a chance to even touch the Xbox. Since I went and took little Cubby to school, I came back, got a shower, and then it's been setting this up, setting that up, grab my breakfast, get my pills together, this and that. And like I said, I didn't actually turn my lights on for the stream until as I was getting ready to hit the just chatting button, I realized, oh crap, I don't have my lights on. That's the kind of morning it's been. That's the kind of morning. It's just been one thing. I mean, I made 3 new bricks, 3, there's the third one, 3 new bricks to go with the 3 I did the other day, and I'm looking at the bricks that I've got, and I got to go through and make a bunch, and I'm going to have to change the kind of pen we use because we've been using this felt tip pen, so we've been using a Sharpie felt tip. One thing I'm noticing is the names are rubbing off. They're kind of, if something goes up against them, they're rubbing off. So because it sits down here next to my leg most of the time. So if I'm rubbing up against it, I'm rubbing names off and I can't tell who they are. So I'm probably going to go through, and I had made a special line sheet so that would fit the Lego brick perfectly. So what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go take that I've got and probably put all the names on it, get them to fit into the squares, and then print those up because I'm sure I've got enough to take up one whole sheet, and then put those back on, and then in place of all the ones that have got the blue felt, and then anything going forward will have the blue felt. We'll just have to find a place to keep it Because I think if they're higher up on the wall, they're going to be fine. But the ones that are low to the ground, that my ankle or my foot can rub up against, or even the dog when he walks through here rubs up against, and stuff is just rubbing off. So I've been I've been contemplating that. I've been also working on a text to the guy that I've been trying to get this website for, and trying to see what the deal is, because we've been at this for a month now, and I'm trying to get that deal closed or move on. I mean, that's a lot of money sitting on the table for me, and I need it. I mean, we got Baker's surgery coming up at the end of the month. I need like $400 for that. I ain't got it. So I need this website to come through. I got bills I got to pay, and I keep forgetting to pay them because I'm so tired, because I'm running back and forth. One of the things I was really looking forward to with having my daughter home was I wasn't going to have to be running all the time, doing all this stuff, because that was wearing me down, and I'm back doing it again. And so I'm just back to wore down. But I'll get it done in between streams. Shadow, we'll take a look at it a little bit at the beginning of the next stream this afternoon while you're still awake. And then we'll see where we can go with it from there. Because my biggest concern, oh man, my knee is just absolutely just killing me. My biggest concern with it is it's not my normal genre of game that I play. And so I play them a little bit and then I leave them. I might come back to them sometime later, but I don't get to them that often. And you'll probably never hear this from anybody else but me. I was not a fan of Mario. The game just did not. It wasn't a game that just made me want to play it. I played it, and I'll be honest with you, I was so bad at Mario, I don't think I ever got past level 1. I honestly don't. I mean, I don't know how people figured out that they could go down into the pipes, because I never got far enough to do it. I mean, the jumping and the timings and stuff, I've never been good at that kind of game. Which is weird, because, I would, and I think it's what frustrated me so much back then, is because I was always playing football. I was a sports guy. I played all the sports, and I couldn't do that. And it just frustrated me. And so I've never spent much time in that genre of game, but we'll give it a shot, because that's what you would like us to do. So we'll do it. I just don't know how much playtime it's going to get. That's my biggest concern. Because I don't, I mean, I know you've sent me the money to get the game, but it's like, am I wasting your money because I'm not going to play all the way through the games because I get frustrated with them? And then I might love it too. You never know. That's what my wife just said. And who knows? Her and Little Bit may love them and just absolutely play the dickens out of them. Who knows? I did watch like the demo for it, and I'm like, so it's a Sonic Mario kind of a mix with this weird creature. Oh, why did that still hit the toothpaste, but the blue raspberry wasn't? Oh, why? Oh, why did my grape flavored water hit that toothpaste with such? Oh, but the blue raspberry just went straight down. It's like I can still feel it right here. That's why I'm doing all this. I'm like, but yeah. So after stream, I'm actually what I'm going to do is I've got to run to the bank after stream, and then I'll get the game ordered, and we'll give it a shot this afternoon. We'll see what it's like. I think I've played one of. There was, I don't know if it was Crash Bandicoot though. There was a game that we tried not too long ago on stream, and I don't think we got very far with it because I remember it having. Oh, what game was it? I don't even know if this is gonna. I'm just scrolling through my library to see. Okay, so I do have Conan Age of Sorcery on the Xbox. That's good. So when we get back to doing that, I'll be playing it on the Xbox. I won't be able to play it on the PC till I can get a new CPU for the PC. And if anybody knows the winning lottery numbers coming up for Friday night, please let me know so then I'll play them and we'll win. We can get a bigger house. I can get a second PC and we can do all the good things. I'm just kidding. Send them to me. The games might still be on my list if they're still part of Game Pass. That's the thing. Some of these games may have come and gone from Game Pass, and they would be removed from my list, I would think, because they're no longer a Game Pass game and I don't own them. I got so many games from the Rare Replay deal from several years ago. What was that, E3 or whatever deal it was? I haven't even touched them. I just came across Jetpack. What is that? Refueling or something? Refueled, Jetpack Refueled, Cameo, something. I never even opened those games up. Ooh, we got Lawn Mowing Sim on Game Pass. We need to try that. See if that's as cathartic as the pressure wash. But I'm just looking. What the heck is Metal Hellsinger? Why is it on my Xbox? I don't even remember downloading that game. I haven't even tried to download Valheim on the Xbox to see what it's like yet. Because I'm afraid I'm going to have to go buy one of those internal units to to add on to my Xbox. That's like $200, $220. Because I don't have much room in this thing anymore, and so I can't really take mine. It's the games that are on the internal, I can't really take off because, you know, we play them. All right, so let me talk to my ARC people. Have you guys seen any of the new updates that have come out here in the past week? Any of the new videos? Um, Anything about last week's uh, community crunch? It looks like some of the things that they said a year ago, they're walking back, like upgrades would be free for things. Wow, I've got the game preview for Valheim on my Xbox, at least in my library, but I don't ever remember downloading it. Did I put it there because I play it? I mean, I could take Warframe off because I don't, I play it, but I don't play it that often. Yeah, I'm not seeing. I'm wondering if that game is no longer that I'm thinking of. If it's no longer a Game Pass game, because games come and go on Game Pass. But I thought it was a Crash Bandicoot game. No, it might have been Super Lucky's Tale. I found it. So I played Super Lucky's Tale. It wasn't Crash Bandicoot. Never mind. I figured it out. All's good in the world. So this is what I'm looking at right now. So these are my 3 hard drives. This is the internal, and these are my 2 externals. Here's what I've got on here.
Why, hello there, and welcome.
Shadow, thank you for that 18-month resub. Resub hype. Please work. Please work. There we go. It worked. Thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. 18 months. A year and a half, dude. That's crazy. I mean, I want to say my wife and Proud Prince are closing in. I want to say they're getting close to like 3 years. 36 months, which just blows my mind. It really does. I mean, I guess like but my wife keeps coming back to Valhalla. I start playing the newer Assassin's Creed games, and because there's so much to them, I just get overwhelmed and I don't go back to them. Because if you go the wrong way, things don't go well. I've had that happen. And so I just get frustrated. I don't go back to them. Fall Guys, I've got that because it's like once in a blue moon we'll play it. Halo, I've got to finish up. That's the only Halo I haven't finished yet. I got to get in there and finish it. Jurassic World Evolution 2. I think we finished the main storyline, but there's other stuff to do in it. That we've not played. There's Rumor. Oh, wow, that had a good taste to it. The Blue Raspberry and the Grape mixed, and that was kind of an okay flavor. Maybe we've washed the toothpaste out by now, Shadow. I hope so, because that was killing me. I think I've already no, maybe I haven't. I can take that off because we've played through it a second time already. GoldenEye, there's nothing to GoldenEye. It's a very small game. But if they've got the X or XS on them like that, they have to be on the internal. You can't play them from an external hard drive. I can move them to an external hard drive as long as we don't want to play them. To play them, I have to have them on the internal. And there's there's 27 gig left on the internal out of a terabyte. So I'm gonna hope that Crash Bandicoot will go on this one here because I got the most available space on it. Because it's only 50% used. Since it's not going to be a X and S enhanced game, that's where it'll go. It does. And at some point, Arc may come off because here in the next couple of months, this is what I was talking about with Arc. Arc 2 has been delayed now until the end of 2024. So we got another year plus, almost 2 years, before we see Arc 2. They are coming out with an Arc Survival Ascended, which is basically Arc redone for the Unreal Engine 5. The problem is, to get it, you got to pay the $50 for it, and you get, so basically for $50 you get it and Arc 2 when Arc 2 comes out. Then the downside, every single expansion map has to be repurchased that are canon. So Scorched Earth, Aberration, Extinction, Genesis 1, Genesis 2. And they're $20 a piece. Now, it looks like Genesis, you get a Genesis Pass, which gives you Genesis 1 and Genesis 2 for $20. Excuse me, hang on. The you know, so you know, you're having to rebuy everything for the original game a second time. And from all the people I've only watched a handful, so don't think I've watched a ton. I watched 2, maybe 3. And there's another one I want to go. No, that guy's for the other one I was going to watch is for the Satisfactory, because Satisfactory is also moving to the Unreal 5 engine, and they plan to have it out as at launch. You know, that way they've got it on the Unreal 5 engine by the time they go to 1.0 and have their game officially in production instead of early access. But yeah, so yeah, and PlayStation 5 users will be able to get Ark Survival Ascended standalone for $39.99 because PlayStation 5 won't be getting Ark 2 till about 2026. You know, there's going to be about a 2-year delay before it gets it, which means which means PlayStation 6 will be out by that time probably. You know, and so basically it's just, I don't know. I don't know what to think. You know, when it was announced, I'm you know, so Ark 2 I'm still very intrigued about, right? Want to play it. Problem is you can't get Ark 2 without buying Ark. You know, Ark Ascended, which is basically Ark on the Unreal 5 engine. But it's getting a lot of bad reviews. I mean, it dropped from like being in 90 ratings down into the 80s within 3 days after this community chat came out on Friday. Because people are not happy. What they said when they announced the game and since then is all being taken back and changed. Now, whether it's by wildcard or whether it's by their parent company that is their publisher, nobody knows. And so there's just a lot of questions because when you buy the game, so basically if you were to buy the game, pay the $49.99, $50, you get Arc Ascended, which is basically Arc on the Unreal 5 engine. You get when it's available, and it won't be available till like August. So you still got like 6 months before it's going to be available. You get it, and you get the island map, and you get Survival of the Fittest. That's all you get. And at launch, the only other thing that's going to be available is Scorched Earth that you got to pay $20 for. Okay, so wait, let me rephrase it. It's $20 for the Explorer's Pass, which includes Scorched Earth, Ab, and Extinction. But you're still having to repay $20 for the 3 maps. And the only one that's going to be available at launch is going to be Scorched Earth. Yeah, that's one of the big concerns, is that they're going to have a huge monetization thing for skins. Because there's one of the videos was showing something, and I don't know where they got the image from or where they saw it. I'm just trying to quickly glance at this, but there's a new thing that's going to be on our boards that's basically going to be about for skins, and so they're afraid that that's going to be a monetization of Battle Pass. Yeah, they're not, Arc has never been that way, but yet it looks like Arc may be going that way, and that will I think upset the Arc community more than anything, because they don't want that. They just want to be able to play the game and enjoy it, and do what they've done, kind of a thing. And so, the one guy that I was watching even made the comment that where he thought Conan was so much better before the Battle Pass came to Conan. He says Conan went downhill when the Battle Pass was introduced. I don't know. I like the Battle Pass for Conan. I just, I only paid for it once, and now I've got all those coins that I can, if it still works, I could pay for the next one, and if it gives me the more coins, I can pay for the next one. You only pay for one, and then you keep getting the coins for the next ones. I don't mind that. But if there's a, if there's more to it, if they go I think when this stuff happens, everybody reverts back to what happened with Star Wars Battlefront 2. And everybody's afraid that that's the kind of thing that's going to happen, because that's what EA tried to do and didn't get away with. And so they're trying to cut off all the companies before they try to do what EA did and see if they can get away with it. So it's just, I don't know. It's just all really weird right now, and so I don't know what to think. I know that I want Arc 2, right? Because I want to try it. Because, on the Xbox, we will finally have the ability to use mods, and see, that's one of the things that's going to come with Arc Ascended. Is I think it's supposed to introduce us to being able to have mods. Now, there's 2 different levels of mods. There's going to be free mods that anybody and everybody can use, and then there's going to be premium mods that basically people can design submit for approval, which means it's got to go through ARC approval, it's got to go through Minecraft or Microsoft approval before it can go on the servers. And those mods you'll probably have to pay for, because from what we've seen is it's a 50-50 split. The person that designs that mod is going to get 50% of the revenue for it being sold on the server. So I mean, what happened? So, I mean, I agree with you, okay? But then I also have this question. The best magnifying glass, on PC, I love it. You activate it once and it stays on. You never have to take it off. You're not lifting something up to your eye like you are on Xbox, right? But you're able to put it on and you can see all the different things for all the different dinos, all the different drops, everything that's out there that's in front of you. You can see everything before you do anything, right? And that is absolutely the best spyglass I have ever come across. The best. Water. What happens if that's a 10? Hey, Willie, what's up? Willie, you got gifted a sub again on Monday. So congratulations. Enjoy the perks and everything of being a sub. You know, all the emotes and everything like that. I'm doing okay. I'm tired. Yesterday was a long day. Was up at 5 a.m. Took my mother-in-law to 2 doctor's appointments yesterday. Then, you know, got home and did my normal stuff here that, you know, had dinner, things like that, and then tried to go to bed around 10 o'clock. I think it was like 11:30 before I finally did. So I'm still suffering a little bit from all that. And then I get to go back down tomorrow. Luckily, I don't have to be up at 5 o'clock. I'm there by 8:30 to have her at a doctor's appointment. They don't have both their doctor's appointments tomorrow are like at 1 o'clock, so I don't have to be there till like 12:15. So I think if I leave 11:15 tomorrow morning, I can get a little bit of rest and relaxation, then make the hour drive, take them to their appointment, do the grocery shopping for Easter Sunday dinner, and then take them home, then get home. I'll probably get home probably 6-7 o'clock. Another 8-hour day tomorrow of, you know, of driving and all that stuff. But other than that, I'm doing good. How are you doing? Excuse me. And my knee is just absolutely killing me. You're doing great. Nice. I'm glad to hear it. Hey, Scuba. Yeah, this is a really good game. I am enjoying it. So let me preface everything. I never played this when it was on the Xbox, because I never owned the Xbox back then. So when I would try playing this previously, I would get very frustrated with the clunkiness and the fact that I'm trying to, you know, I want to talk to one thing and it changes midstream, you know, from when I hit it to all of a sudden it changes to talk to somebody else, something else. And so I always have, um, uh, you know, I was always having issues and whatnot, and so I'd get very frustrated, so I never got off of Taurus. So this is my first playthrough that I'm actually off of Taurus, and I'm on my 4th planet now, because there's Taurus, Dantooine, Kashyyyk, Tatooine, and now Manaan. So I'm on my fourth planet since Taurus, so I'm really enjoying it. I'm loving it. Yes, we actually just played through both Force Unleashed and Force Unleashed 2 before we started KOTOR. Oh. Oh, thank you. Deal. Yeah, so I forgot how short the Force Unleashed 2 was. You know? We played through the Force Unleashed, and you know, I was just having the time of my life. I've actually put up a couple of YouTube shorts from it. One where I accidentally took General Coda and threw him off of Cloud City. Yeah, threw him off of. Yeah, you know, out into the out into the atmosphere, let him drop. Yeah, I did that accidentally. And of course, I did my usual, no, wait, come back, you know, kind of a thing. So I made that a YouTube short. Yeah. Oh, I'm not saying anything about, anything about the game at all. This is another docking bay. What's in it? I'm just saying, all I was saying was I was surprised at how short it was. I forgot how short the game actually was. That's all I was talking about. I thought the game would have been a little bit longer. Does everything lead to 26A? Okay, so we can't go any further. There's nothing beyond this point. Boo. Yes, there are. You can choose to be good or evil. Yep. And I just had fun playing them. I hadn't played them in so long. And I still couldn't get, so in the original Force Unleashed, you're going through one of the like what I don't want to say it's a great hall. Oh, more Pazak. Yeah, 3 was in the works. It just never happened because I think that's when the sale of Star Wars to Disney took place, and they killed all the games and made everything prior to the sale, no longer canon. So I don't know what my wife is doing, but I just heard an "oh cool" from the back. Do any of these things open up? Nope. Nope, I can't open anything up in here. That's not fair. I mean, I would have loved a 3. Don't get me wrong. I would have just absolutely. I'll do my best. I can't make any guarantees. I don't know what Kolto is. Keep the peace. Hey, Jedi Rob, how are you doing, sir?
You should treat your power with respect, not use the force on...
I saw something that said to do it that way, so I did. Oops. I didn't feel like paying the docking fee. I just paid a guy 100 credits to take those stinking frogs off my... More organizing?
Stay out of my way. I'm on legitimate Sith business.
Hey, I'm working here. Go talk to the diplomatic rep if you got something to say.
And I'm still trying to figure out how I'm going to be able to get the Captain Rex and Cody's and hopefully Bosch's helmets. I mean, they would look good here with my Boba Fett and Mando helmets. Sorry, didn't. Okay, so the Export Authority. Okay, that's where I gotta go get that. Obviously. Hello, Phoenix. How are you today? Are you talking about the guy that made the manufacturer that made the game, Willie? I'll need to go find that then, because
I was told that you're a friend of Jolie Bindo, and that Jolie has returned to the sector. Please, I must speak to him. It's very urgent. My name is Alora. My husband, Sunry, and Jolie are old friends. Now Sunry needs Jolie's help. Please, I beg you to bring Jolie to speak to me about my husband. Sunry's life depends on it.
who's Jolie?
So, do we have a deal?
That's an awful lot of money. Is there something you're not telling me?
Don't be so suspicious. The Republic is generous. We pay our mercenaries well.
Makes sense, I guess. All right, I'm in. When do I start?
Just show up at the Royal Embassy tomorrow and speak to our representative there. I'm sure I'll have some tasks
Oh.
to start on right away. Mind? I'm in the middle of a Republic recruiting drive right now. I need to hire these mercenaries before they sign up with the... In case you hadn't noticed, there's a war. If we don't hire these mercs, the Sith will. Now excuse me. I have to
Well,
continue
yeah, I
my
mean-
recruitments.
I can undersee. Poking me now. Poking me. What in the world is this place?
The Republic respects the peace of Otto City, Your Honor. But the Sith are a violent people who leave violence in their wake. I have 3 soldiers in the infirmary.
If the Republic soldiers were more capable, they would not have suffered such serious injuries. Are my soldiers to be punished simply because they won a fair fight?
I hardly call
Nice.
6 against 3 a fair fight. The Sith are cowards who attack only when they have the advantage of numbers.
Congratulations. Happy birthday to Shaggy.
They were provoked, Your Honor. The Sith goaded them into this fight.
Oh, hi, Shadow. Words can be ignored. I'm not saying anything. A little bit. I jumped. I jumped. You got me. Surprised you didn't clip it when I jumped.
I'm sick of hearing about Manaan's neutrality. It sounds like a coward's excuse not to fight, if you ask me.
They say everyone on Manaan is equal. But it seems the Republic is a little more equal than the Sith. Neutrality? Ha! That's a laugh!
Yeah, I mean, I think I knew about that one. I've not watched it. I think because, I mean, initially, he wasn't even going to bring the trilogy out, you know, the prequels out. You know, because when he got done with Return of the Jedi, he's like, as long as it took me to do this, you know, I've got kids, they're going to be, you know, this age if I was to do it, you know, and I'd miss out on all this stuff. And then he came out with them I mean, obviously, way later. The problem is,
Jedi are renowned for being arbiters in times of need.
So,
we will investigate this matter as best we are able.
by the time the prequels came out, we had so many books, right? That George had approved to be written, and all this other stuff. And I think people just expected they expected more Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi than what they got. You know, even though you had to know, if you're dealing with the prequels, you're dealing with Darth Vader before he was Darth Vader, and how he became Darth Vader. But nobody is ever truly happy with it. Look, I mean, I think he regrets selling it now in a lot of ways, but he's able to work with, you know, like Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, and is making Star Wars right, I guess is the way to say it. And he doesn't have all the pressure of owning it and having to put it, you know, putting out a specific thing. But I mean, people are always going to complain about stuff. Actually, if you go back and listen to him, he says that there was only 6 movies ever in his mind. He never said it was a trilogy of trilogies. Somehow we all thought there was going to be a trilogy of trilogies. You know, that there were supposed to be 9 movies, but which ultimately there was. Well, see, that's the funny thing. My generation hated the prequels. I thought the prequels were good. I enjoyed them. I have issues with the newest ones and the way they went with some of the stuff and the way they did some things. But I loved I enjoyed 1, 2, 3. I thought Jar Jar Binks was great, and people hate Jar Jar Binks. I love Jar Jar. I thought he was I thought he was classic for the show. And I enjoyed 1 through 3 because we got to see this is where the problem came in. All right. Star Wars came out in 1977. The Return of the Jedi was released in 1983. 81 was Empire Strikes Back. 83 was Return of the Jedi. 99, 16 years later, 1999 is when Phantom Menace came out. In those 16 years, a whole generation of people imagined what the prequels would be like and what the story would be of the prequels. Nobody ever heard from George what the prequels were going to be like. He never came out and said what he wanted to do with them. And then when he did what he did, because that's what he saw for his story, people weren't happy with it because they had all sorts of other kinds of ideas on what could happen and what could be and what should be and what not. They forgot it was George's story to tell, not theirs. And so they get all upset over basically nothing. Me, I sat there and I went, okay, George, what is your story? What are you telling me? How do you want to bring us from the Republic
to the fall of the Republic and the beginning of the Imperial Army and Imperial Navy, and being run by the Emperor and the Death Star being this big, gigantic beast that rules the galaxy? How are we getting there? What is your story? And I thought he told a great story. You know, people complained about Christian Hayden being too whiny, you know, and too this and too that. And that's what he was supposed to. I mean, go back and watch Star Wars. Was Luke Skywalker any different? He was a whiny, complaining little brat. You know, he didn't want to stay and work the moisture farm any longer with his uncle. He wanted to go off and, you know, and join in the battles. You know, and so, yeah, like, son was like the father, so the father had to be that way.
You know, and so they made Anakin's whininess about the fact that he wasn't a Jedi Knight. He wasn't, you know.
He was allowed to be. Shadows just jumping from voice to voice. You know, he was allowed to be on the council, but not a ranking voice of the council. You know, by not being a Jedi Knight, not being this, not being that. You know, and you see it when he's back in the apartment and complaining to Padme about what they didn't, you know, what they're not doing to him, you know, for him. You know, and how he's so much better than they are. You know, so you're seeing his arrogance, his dark side start to form. And it had to be that way, you know, but other people had different ideas and that spread and everybody then became resentful of what he did. But nowadays, and then if you go back just a couple of years ago when Star Wars Celebration happened, was it last year or was it the year before? I think it was the year before. I don't think it was last year's. May have been last year's. I don't remember. That's how tired I am right now. I can't remember. But it had Hayden Christian, it had Ewan McGregor, you know, it also had a lot of the new cast, it had Dave Filoni, it had, you know, it had everybody there. And even, you know, at that time, Christian Hayden was saying, he goes, you know, it's so nice now to be where we're at, because the generation that came up on the Star Wars that we did are now out here talking about how much they enjoyed it and how much they liked it, and it's being applauded, and it's being recognized as being a decent movie now. You know, and it may be another 15 years, because in 99, there was 20-something, so another 20 years.
Before this new trilogy, which, like I said, I have issues with some of the things that they did with some of the characters. And how they, you know, I think going away from the storyline that was laid out by George and doing their own things, I think that's where Disney screwed up. Because George laid out certain things, but they said, scrap it, let's just do our own thing. You know, and that was their right because they own the movies. You know, they own the rights to it now. But I think that's where they screwed up. I think if they had stayed on the path and the storyline that was written, we would have had a much better sequel movies than we ended up with. Now, were there things I really liked about them? Yeah, there were things I liked. Some of the things I thought were a little bit out there. All right, in no other Star Wars generated movie or TV show did we ever see a Jedi be able to survive in outer space and save themselves until Leia did it. And then she went into that coma in The Last Jedi. I think that was a bad decision. First off, the fact that they were even trying to, you know, I mean, that they would even put her in that position. You know, I understand that but that, you know, that whole thing was just wrong. I took exception to all that. You know, that was one of the things that I didn't care for because one, you know, it just didn't fit. All right, it didn't fit anywhere in the lore. It didn't fit anywhere in the storylines. That's not something that's ever really happened. You know, because if that was something that could happen, then, you know, when the Jedi were in their starfighters fighting in space, they should have been able to jump out of their starfighters and jump into a big cruiser or whatever, float themselves into a big cruiser when their starfighter was destroyed. And that's stuff that just didn't happen. So I think they screwed up there. I don't think I'll ever get over the Han Solo death. Just putting that out there. I don't think I'll ever get over that. You know, and I didn't mind at the end of Force Awakens the comedic part where Luke just threw his lightsaber over his shoulder and walked off at the end of the movie and no words were spoken by him. I thought that was kind of fitting. I thought it was okay, but then in The Last Jedi, the way they went with him, I don't think that was, you know, that just that was totally out of character for a Luke Skywalker, in my opinion.
I hope you're here to play some Pazak. I don't come here looking for sparkling conversation. So clear out already.
I am not for hire. Perhaps the Mandalorian or the Achani can help you, though they lack the stomach for certain jobs.
You know, so, but, you know, I mean, Well, I mean, you're also coming. This is what, 30 years? The Force Awakens wasn't it like supposedly like 30 years after Return of the Jedi? Something like that. So they would have talked to him about him. You know, because he already knew by the time he went off with Luke to start the new Jedi Academy that Vader was, you know, Anakin, also Darth Vader, was his grandfather. They never explained, you know, because the last thing you saw of the Darth Vader stuff was it was being burnt on the forest moon of Endor. And see, that's the thing. This is the one thing everybody forgets. They weren't on Endor. They were on the forest moon of Endor. Endor was the planet. They were on the forest moon. I'm just saying. But, you know, how did he know where to go and find the helmet? How did anybody come, you know, nobody ever talked about how they came across the Darth Vader helmet. I mean, I can see family talking about what happened with Anakin more than I can just see somebody coming across that helmet. Right, he does. But you're coming in when he's in his 20s, and so you don't know what happened through his childhood, and they give you very little of what happened at the Jedi Academy and the conversations that they would have had about Anakin and Darth, you know, and him being Darth Vader and stuff like that. They give you little to none of that. But you have to figure that they would have, as a family, they would have talked about it. You're right. You would think it would have at least, but all it did was melt. But you would have thought it would have been ash like everything else. I mean, where was the rest of his suit? It all burnt up. So why did the helmet not? You know, there's a lot of things that they didn't answer there. More, you know, that I question more than the fact that he knew that Anakin and Darth Vader were the same person. I mean, because that's just that they would not have hidden that. You know, because that's, you know, I can see that being topics of conversation, especially as he got older and was discovering his Force abilities and whatnot, and you know, especially Luke talking to him about not going down the dark side, because here's what happened to Anakin, who became Darth Vader, and how things went, you know, talking about, you know, his dad and stuff, which is Ben's grandfather. I can see those kind of conversations happening. You got to realize, though, that was a clone. That wasn't the original Emperor. That was a clone. So if you're watching, and I think a lot of it makes more sense if you're watching Bad Batch right now. If you are watching the Bad Batch cartoon, they are trying, because they've already destroyed the Mandalorian, or not the Mandalorian, the race that cloned Jango Fett and created created the clone armies. They've destroyed that city and killed them all except for one. And so, but what they're trying to do is learn the cloning techniques and technology so that they can, and you can see it in Bad Batch, because they've kind of, they haven't come out and said it, but they're hinting at it, that they are learning, they're wanting cloning abilities because they want to make sure that the Emperor can, you know, that people can be cloned that are of high importance to the Empire, which would be the Emperor, which could have been Vader and Anakin, which is all these things that could have been. you know, but the Emperor was a clone in the Force, or in the Rise of Skywalker, and so. So, you know, so one of the, because so what they're leading towards in Bad Batch is finding a way to clone, but also be able to clone the abilities of the Force and keep them with the clone. The Kaminoans, that's it. The Kaminoans are saying that's not possible. You know, the one person that they've got left from Kamino is telling them that that's not possible to be done. But in Bad Batch, there's, if you haven't watched it, I don't want to give too much away. There's a younger clone that they believe is the answer to do what they want to be able to do. And so, you know, all these things are starting to tie together to, you know, to make so that everybody understands how they got there. But yeah, so when the Emperor was brought back, he was brought back as a clone, not as the real Emperor. Because even the books, what was one of, after Disney took over, there was a series of books, 3 books that came out called Aftermath. If you're a big reader, go read them. If you're not a big reader, but you want to know the stories and you've got access to Audible, I had to go look it up. I couldn't. You got access to Audible, which is an Amazon product for books on tape, audiobooks. And the books are read to you. Get Audible, go get the Aftermath series, listen to it. That's what I did. Because a lot of things are brought up in those books in the Aftermath series that people missed, that have helped some of the storyline that came about since then. One of the things, and I can't remember if it was book 1 or book 2, the main character came into a shop, and in the shop hung a set of Mandalorian armor, and it had been like eaten away by something. And if you pay attention to what's being said, you know it's Boba Fett's armor. By what is being said, you know right off the bat it's Boba Fett's armor. And you know at that point Boba Fett made it out of the pit, out of the Sarlacc pit. I know I'm giving something away if you haven't read the books, but I'm you know, and I think the character in those books is actually, if you've seen Mando and the Book of Boba Fett, and you know I can't remember his name, the sheriff of that small little town on Tatooine that had the Boba Fett armor. He's the one that found it, and he bought it, and he brought it back with him. Yeah, but you got to realize there's so many things that tie together from the books, from the comics. See, this is one of the things that Disney is doing that they're doing right. You know, that I think George missed out on when George was doing his thing with Star Wars. Disney is giving the rights for books, for comic books, for TV shows, for movies, right? And they're doing all this stuff, but they're making sure that stuff that you're seeing in these other things is helping to solidify the stories. So they're all working together. So if you know, and I know it's so hard to be caught, to be able to go and buy all the different books and all the different comic books and stay up on all this stuff, right? I mean, I get it. I haven't bought one of the Star Wars comic books in over 5 years. And there's so much stuff that I'm missing out on because I haven't been able to buy them because I can't afford them anymore. And it may be longer than 5 years. You know, and I've only gotten through a certain number of books that that are available. You know, because I get I'll sign up for Audible when I have the money to do it. You know, if I can get like free or almost free books to start me off, and then I can go for a month or two, and then I'll put it on hold or cancel it or whatever I have to do until I've got money again. And I can listen to those books that I own at any time. It's not that I lose access to them when I can't pay, when I'm not paying. I have access to them right now, but I don't always have the time to listen to them. But when I'm able to get back to them and I'm able to listen to the audiobooks and able to check out the comics and see what's going on elsewhere, and I can tie something that, you know, seemed obscure out here, and all of a sudden you have something over here that kind of brings that in, and now you see what's going on and why they're doing it. It's like, oh my, that's why they did that. Okay. You know, so, you know, but like I said, the movies, the newest trilogy, while on a whole I enjoyed it for it being a movie, for being movies, right? I think there were aspects of them I disagreed with and what they did with some of the characters, with some of the things. But as far as it being part of the storylines, you know, I just have to live with it because that's what they've put out there. Now, there are people that are putting videos out there that are saying they're rewriting them and redoing them. They're replacing Rey with a different actress than the one that played Rey, and they're doing this and they're doing that. Listen, if they decide to rewrite it and fix whatever people think is wrong, I'll watch them. It's Star Wars. I won't miss out on it. But anything that is solely done by Kathleen Kennedy, if she's still involved in it, I won't have anything to do with it. She is literally trying to destroy Star Wars. She's got a TV series that was supposed to be out by now, but because she's fired everybody like 3 or 4 times and had stuff rewritten, and she took a Jon Favreau character that he wrote and completely changed the character. Completely changed the character. And but in this new show that she's bringing out, that's being done by her, whenever it finally decides to come out, I think I can't remember the name of it. Basically, she's going to make it sound like they're going to prove that the actual Star Wars storyline should not have been about Anakin Skywalker and the Skywalkers. It should have been about something completely different. Oh, it would have. I am sure it would have. But Kathleen Kennedy, and why George Lucas put Kathleen Kennedy in charge when he sold it, before he sold it to Disney, is beyond me, because it's like her mission to destroy it and completely change it. And it's just, you know, I mean, the reason Solo flopped in the movie theaters was because of her. solely because you go watch Solo. Solo is a fantastic movie. But people refuse to go see it in the theaters because of her. And the things that she's doing to Star Wars. You know, she's the reason Cara Dune is no longer in Mando. She's the one that fired Gina Carano via Twitter. But it sounds, you know, if the things I'm hearing are true and watching and seeing people talk about, there's a chance that she might be coming back and reprising that role of Cara Dune. So it sounds like they're trying to fix that. You know, but I will, you know, Acolyte, I think, is the new Kathleen Kennedy show. If it doesn't come out, because it was originally designed to come out before Ahsoka. And if Ahsoka comes out in September like people are thinking it's going to, and the Acolyte's still not done and ready to come out, the Acolyte is going to bomb. It is going to just tank miserably. I mean, I can't even tell you how many directors they've gone through because she's just fired them. I'm not going to get into that. I think Kathleen Kennedy is destroying Star Wars, but that other topic, we're not going to touch that. I mean, because you can see what Kathleen Kennedy is trying to do to Star Wars. That's the thing. That's why I will say that I will talk about her and what she's doing. I won't touch the other topic. Sorry. And yeah, she should be fired. And in essence, she's losing control over things a little by little every day. They've already removed her. I think she is listed still as maybe a like a producer or something like that for like Mando, but she has no control over Mando. She has no say in the Mandalorian anymore. Yeah, I mean, I just, you know, and I think the only show she has any input on, and that's because she controls it 100%, is The Acolyte. I think everything else now under Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau's control. I think if Disney had done it properly, they would have removed The Acolyte from her and gave it to them as well and let them fix it and do everything right that she's destroying. But they're gonna bring it out and let people decide, and I won't watch it. I won't watch The Acolyte. I don't care. She's trying to be the downfall of Star Wars and destroy it. And so anything that John and Dave are doing, I'm going to watch all day long. Anything that she's doing, no. When Disney wakes up and decides to finally fire her, that'll be a good day.
They
All right.
lack the resolve to do what needs to be done. The Achani believe
Did you do another water while we were doing all that conversating?
and the Mandalorians prize credits upon bloodshed. But I...
Great, I need to get more water.
Honor comes from slaying your opponent, and the true reward of any job is a taste of your foe's dying blood on your tongue.
Well, that's a little grim. Your foe's dying blood on your tongue. What? Oh, it's no big deal. No, I'm just saying. There's a time and a place for that conversation. Here is not it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I had some grape. This bottle had a little premature situation. Because I'll say this, in certain situations, the answer to that is yes. In all situations, it's no. That's all I'm going to say. Oh, golly. Oh, what's this?
Though you may find some of my answers distasteful.
No kidding. You want dying blood on your tongue.
On my world, those too weak to defend themselves deserve to die. A murder is justified if you have the strength to kill your victim. Is there anything else you would know? Manaan has no such things, unless the Selkath have them hidden away at the bottom of the ocean. Is there more you would know? On my world. Yes, I'm not surprised.
Shut up.
If you're here to offer me a job, I'm not interested right now. I got so many offers I can't. Maybe that Iridorian skull slacker at the bar, or the Ajani nerf herder cowering in the corner is available. Now, normally I'd charge you for information, but times are good right now. I'm feeling generous. So ask your questions, free of charge. Not really. They say some Republic war hero killed her. Maybe you should check out the Republic Embassy. If there ever were any ruins on this world, they've long since disappeared beneath the oceans. I'm a realist. It was war, after all.
I'm a realist, so no.
My people, the leaders of the Armada were Revan and Malak, so I hate the Sith just as much. And with this war, there's plenty of opportunity to take bloody vengeance against both sides and make a nice profit along the way. Mandalorians are always practical that way, not like those bloodthirsty Iridorians or those honor-bound Achani. Or anything else you want? Well, nothing. Except that the Achani...
I have to go. I have something to do. I really enjoyed hanging out. All right, dude. Take it easy. Have a good day. We'll catch you later next time you're around. Appreciate you.
But the Achani are better than the Iridorians. Those savages keep hacking at fallen foe even after death, mutilating the corpse out of pure bloodlust. I even heard they'll turn on each other when the battle fever hits. Who wants to work with someone like that? I could pretty much name my price right now, especially since the Republic's so desperate.
I gotta check with my wife and see if she got a text about some.
So why are you telling me? If you're going, go. I don't need a status.
Fine, I'll go. Hey, sweetheart. Have you gotten any kind of text of any new medicines for me? No, new. All right, because I thought I was supposed to get one from the orthopedic doctor, and he didn't send me home with anything, and. Oh, they're taking children. Uh-oh, we got another. All right, so we gotta find the kids.
We might have a position within the Sith organization for one such as you.
Your offer is pretty good, but I've heard some nasty things about you, Sith. Is it true you bombed Taris into dust?
This is war. In war, certain distasteful acts cannot be avoided. But ask yourself this, when we win the war, would you rather be against the Sith or with us?
You make a good point. And I've never turned down a job that pays up front.
Excellent. Report to the Sith Embassy tomorrow for your assignment.
How can I help?
See, this is what I'm talking about. That's the clunkiness that aggravates me.
You're new around here, aren't you? My name's Duan. Care to buy a Sith girl a drink? That is, unless you're one of those simpering Republic soldiers. What is there to investigate? Obviously, Sanri is guilty, but the Republic is doing everything they can to keep him out of a Selkath prison. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know? You're some kind of historian. You should forget about the past, look towards the future. That's why I joined the Sith. The Republic is old news. And then I get stuck on Manaan, the worst post in the galaxy. It isn't easy here. Not all the Republic soldiers walking the streets while we sit and do absolutely nothing. Now we send a fleet in and conquer this whole sector, Kolto or no. But I don't really want to talk about that right now. I'm just here to have a couple of drinks and try to unwind, you know? We Sith are interested in a lot of things. If you're smart, you'll stay out of Sith business. But I don't really want to talk about that right. Oh, I get it. I get a little bit wild, and you want to hold it against me. Come on, what's the matter? Afraid I'll drink you under the table? Hey, if you're not man enough to keep up, who needs you? Seems I'm not ladylike enough for some men. Well, I may be a woman, but I'm still a soldier. Barkeep, bring me another round.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
You hiring for the Republic or the Sith? Then why are you wasting my time? There's big money to be made here. I can't risk missing a job offer because I'm yapping with you.
Yep.
Hey, man, clear out. You're cramping my style with the ladies.
To me, it doesn't look like you have much style. You too drunk to know the difference. What's this way? Having doors unlocked because I'm the arbiter, that's kind of nice. Ow. Where's the door?
Who are you? What are you doing here? Jolie, what's he doing here on Manaan? Never mind. I'm just glad he's here. So is this some kind of prison break? If it is, we won't get very far before the Cellcath cut us down, I can tell you. Well, I guess if you're going to be my arbiter, you'll need to hear what happened. I might as well start at the beginning. The
Good
case
place
is
as any to start.
Complete frame-up. Anyone looking at the evidence could see that. Or so I thought. But the Cellcath seem to think that there's enough to go to trial. There aren't any witnesses. All that evidence against me is circumstantial and completely flawed. Well, I was at the hotel, I admit. And I did meet Eliza there that night, but it's not what you think. I was working with Republic Intelligence. We were pretending to feed information to the Sith. Well, I turned Eliza into a double agent working for us. It was going well, too, until she turned up dead. Maybe the Sith had found out I was turning her and had her eliminated. But let's look at the facts they've given. Eliza was brutally killed. Think about that. She was a Sith, trained in battle, and I'm just a crippled old man. My war injuries make it difficult for me to walk, even to hold things. See how my hands are shaking? How could I kill a Sith warrior at close quarters? I ask you. Further, they say they found my hero's cross at the crime scene. Would I leave my war medal behind if I killed someone? Even I'm not that stupid. Obviously, the Sith planted the cross. And what about the lack of forensic evidence? Skin and hair samples, clothing fibers. Why isn't there anything like that at the crime scene?
I don't know.
It's like an obvious frame-up to me. I hope you can see how the Sith are manipulating the Cellcath, and probably even you to set up this against me. We need to get this over with quickly and clear my name. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial. Guess you could interview witnesses at the hotel where the murder happened. The Cellcath already did that, but the fish folk don't have much rapport with Offworlders. Maybe one of them was holding something back. But I think you'd be better off investigating the Sith themselves. Maybe you could find some proof they planted evidence to frame me. Though that might mean figuring out a way into the Sith embassy. Anything else I can help you with? I want my arbiter to be well prepared before we go to trial. Go ahead, ask. Ask what you... How would they know? They weren't there. I heard some of the witnesses said that too, but I swear she was alive when I left. I wonder if the Sith have been putting pressure on people to get them to convict me. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They've had it in for me since the war. You should ask everyone about that. They might admit to helping the Sith under pressure.
Okay.
Very well. I suppose there is still much you must do before the trial. Once you've gotten enough evidence to go to trial, just tell the warden we're ready. The sooner I get out of the cell, the better.
Alright, so that's the warden. No signs of kidnappings, okay. All right, so now we got to figure out where we're supposed to go. All right, so let's go back this way. Are there more doors in here that I missed when we came through the first time? I don't know. So obviously we're going to need Sith armor to get into the Sith facility. What is this way? I don't think we went this way. What are we getting ourselves into?
Your precious Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He would.
Jeez Louise. Hey, I want to talk to you.
They're always trying to goad us. Why don't the Selkath stop them?
Hello, impressive measures. You came in with a bang. You came in with a loud trumpet. That's what you came in with. There were no drums in there, no banging.
Those Sith are always trying to. Those Sith are always trying to goad us. Why don't the
Kakinja nawabakaon. Pichage borang turang. Nada chawa ishun. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi iko tune. Chunamuri ra. Tangi mama jikona.
Oh, in the game. Yeah, I was talking to the game. I was trying to get those guys' attention. They kept walking away from me. I mean, do they not know who I am? Uh-oh, what's going on with Grandpa?
Kami jusku cita nai, kucua penki, topa na ota bokasa, yubabato kanchi, yatuka ulan. Kakincha nawabakaon, pichage borang turang, nada
Oh, I'm sorry.
No ba muli rati lai kuka, kang nibo ratong chitsa, chesko yohaba kaba nopi do ula. Chiwi aita ka chong chicha. Agi inko tune chunamuri ra. Tangi wama jikona. Tonki pa no nek abog.
I kind of figured it was Grandma. I'm sorry, Helga. I'm so good at sleeping, I can do it with my eyes closed. Hashtag dad jokes.
Kun muli ras nimo boy wanga tang itwama ji human act in ikotune chi wi aita ka chong chicha.
93. Wow. Well, happy birthday to him.
Wama ji kona. Tong ipa non kunek abo. Kon muli slimo boy wanga kun biskin. Chiska nichu. Kimba mu. La boda na winki smak toma. Chiska da soki. Uva batuk.
Yeah, shush. All right, so we got a door here. We'll just kind of make our way around and see what we can find. I hate it when that happens. I have that happen too.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street. Hiding behind the Selkat laws. Typical Republic cowardice.
I doubt we'll get very far in here. Yordle's Emporium. Let's see what they got to sell.
You got any armor plating for my spook bike? I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed. Okay. Got a haircut today. He was able to get a price. He got Lego. Junk
Nice.
Man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
Start off on the. Let us start off on the right foot. Okay. We'll start off on the right instead of the left. Can't see the stream. Huh. Mine's frozen on me over here. On mine too. Let's see if everything fixes by refreshing. Anybody else having trouble with the stream? I tried refreshing and it's still just sitting there spinning on me. Anybody else having that issue? And I can see chat, but the video is not showing up. I'm not showing any. I got 0 drop frames. Oh, there we go. It finally showed up. Took forever. It just sat there spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning and spinning, 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 spinning. Droid heavy plating. What does that do? Defense bonus 11. 2,000 credits. Wow. There must have been an issue because it resent the thing that I'm back live, like I had ended stream or something. Ooh, I got those. Those are good. I like those. Yep, I saw. I heard. It popped. I went and looked. Funny thing is, YouTube didn't say I've got an issue. Only Twitch. Nice. Oh, should I buy that for my droid? Well, I don't have my droid with me, so we'll leave that alone for now. Nice. They said they're evil to the core. Nice. I don't remember how long it took me to do them. But then I'm slow. I got hands that don't like to work. And I can't, like right now, this is as far as I can unbend my hand. Because of my arthritis. It's killing me. Yeah, I mean, just there's my Mando. Oh. And there's the child, Grogu. All right, we're not going to try to go down there because that's being guarded. Yep, he is. All right, so here's swoop registration.
Takum justak miki grabel mogo. Kachi chu aithaudunga. Tulpata bonk molya gando danago.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 different guys that actually are in the costume. But he's the main actor for it. And also the voice.
So many dumb ways to die. Dumb ways to die. Ha ha ha.
Kachichu aitha haudunga. Inkin kuno bamulira chikun. Slima podana. Rundi hadonga.
They're not going to give me any trouble.
Takum justak Miki Grabel Mogo. Kachi Chu Aithaudunga, Tulbada Bonk Molya Gando Danago Chuchut. Moga Shapupa.
You're gonna hop off? Son wants to Fortnite a little? Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll be here for... What time is it? Yeah, because it says my session just restarted. I'm only 6 minutes in. Yeah, we got about 50 minutes left, and then we'll take a break and come back this afternoon at 4 o'clock.
Kipuna na bonsha. Kavadumpa kupaliaya mokarpata.
Whatever, chick. All right, 100 credits. Yep, there we go. Ready to race.
Water.
2382. Wow, we gotta get faster. Oh, jeepers. Really? All right, we gotta do better. We did 25. We gotta get down to 2382. Beat 2382. We should have been able to beat it. But then I hit a couple of things. That didn't help. All right, one more try. So we beat our first time. Yep, 2382. We know. We know. $22.81 or 7, whatever that is. We defeated that by a whole second. Now can we defeat that? I didn't have to race again, okay. Lots of years. He's been in lots of years. Better than it does ball. I'll be leaving. Everybody asked the other questions.
What do you want? I don't waste time with fans. So if this is about an autoprint, forget it. You can buy one. Wait, you're that new racer. I don't give out racing secrets, if that's what you're asking for. Well, get it over. Water. I know that if you could actually seems like finding criminals is a great way to bring in credits. I'm surprised they even let us race. Wouldn't want the crowds to get too excited. Excitement makes... Of course you do. Everyone wants time with the fabulous Cassandra Matil. There just isn't enough of me to go... It was, but I can't seem to get a break lately. Hukta has been holding me off, and all he does is run over everything. But this place is all there is, until the circuit recovers from the loss of Taris. It's going to take a while. Not within reasonable traveling time. I heard there was a startup on Tatooine, but I'll stick with the legitimate tracks. Thank you very much. Huts aren't to be trusted, that's all I'll say. 2 years. But that's more than enough time to know the secrets behind this sport. It's all about... Hukta is the thug. People like him because he's mean.
Oh, there's our social media stuff popping up in chat, guys. Be sure to follow us on them, the Twitters, the Instagrams, especially the YouTubes. We're trying to get our numbers up. We're over 300. We'd like to hopefully maybe get to 1,000 by the end of the year. I know that's a stretch goal, but I'm trying to get more stuff done so we could be posting more stuff.
Hukta Jax is the only other professional here besides me. He got where he is by making sure everyone knows he's the... I don't know any of the other racers. I guess there's Queedle, the local favorite. He won't amount to much. You need money to compete. Maybe he's got some skills, but he just doesn't have the best bike. That's... Yes, hurry it up. Don't hurry back.
Jeepers. Oh look, it's Queedle. Back to the processing job, I guess.
Mucho shakapaga. Ye ki kon no ba muladra ki chichon.
Tiska dusukiku ba nabula na kachu. Tuinkotu. Toka da bunkwalya gandonado chuchu.
Second round, so there is another round. $23.25. All right, well, we've already proven we can beat that. Wow, we even beat our time by 20 seconds or 20 tenths of a second. Ooh, look at that. Oh, so one more round. What do you say? Didn't you just like do that to me? He's trying to threaten me. He's trying to threaten me. Okay, so now we got to beat 2250. We were at 2260. So we got to shave another tenth of a, at least a tenth or more off. Here we go. We didn't make it. We ran into something too soon, and so that caused our problem. Oh, just get me out there. Still 24. I gotta stop running into stuff. That's hurting me. Yeah, I'm ready to raise. Let's go. Yeah, 2250. My knee is just I can't position my knee in any position without it hurting. Uh-oh. That's not good. See, if I can stop hitting stuff, I'd win. And they keep booing me. I started missing and we got this. Hey, how are you, sir? I hate those things that are in the way. I keep running into them. Why? Why do I do that? Quit booing me. Leave me alone. I know what my problem is, and I'm going to blame Shadow. Alright, I'll be right back. You know what I gotta do. Mm-hmm. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, you know, since I can't use the, for whatever reason, I seem to have trouble that my CPU and everything freaks out when I switch over to the Be Right Back screen. So I think what I'm going to do is come up with a thing to put up, you know, kind of like one of those little hanging things that you see on doors. And it says like "Be Right Back," and I'll have it say "Be Right Back" and put a thing there that says !BS blame Shadow. As I'm off to pee again. Are you guys hearing any audio? I don't have any audio in my headset. I've lost the audio to my headset. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a new set of headphones. So I'm gonna give me a second while I bring out my wired headphones. I think they're here somewhere. Unless my daughter took them. Did Sophie take the wired HyperX headphones? Well, they're not on my desk and they're not in the drawer. So Shadow, I can't hear if anything gets played. I've got nothing, and I don't know where my other headphones are. Because I can see everything's working just fine. I just can't hear anything. I'm dead. Oh, hey, I got audio back. Hey, I got audio. That cost me. I was doing good, and then all of a sudden I hit something. Those stupid things in the water. Here we go, one more time. missed too many there. That time I didn't hit anything, but then I missed a bunch of the speed things. Otherwise, I'd have had it. I had it. It was mine. It was mine for the taking. I'm going to spend all the race winnings just trying to do this race. Oh man, if I hadn't hit that one there at the end. I was looking to see if this thing had just any kind of hint as to how to, because I haven't gotten anywhere yet. I got to go back to the Republic base here in a minute. I'm gonna win this thing. If it costs me all my winnings, I'm gonna win this thing. Oh yeah. So close. Hi, Snowman. How you doing, sir? Your ex-girlfriend. Thank you, Shadow, because I've lost all use of my stream deck now, too.
Down this way.
I'm doing all right, sir. A little tired. I'm feeling better than I was this morning, so.
Oh, 2 with 1 grenade. Thank you. Come again.
He got a twofer.
I killed
So close. Just hush. Let's go. Come on, get past this cutscene. I don't need to see it. Yeah, I choked. Big deal. Let's go. $30 hours later. All his credits plus some. Are you kidding me? 9/10 of a second? Or 9/100ths of a second? One more gate, one or two more gates and we'd have had it. Oh, shush. Don't give me that 30 hours. I ain't even done any of the main storylines since we've been on this planet yet. Everything's been side quests. Oh, come on, I didn't hit that. Well, we almost made up some time. Great. Yeah, 2250. 1 month later. Shush. Shush, snowman. Yes! We did it! 10 years later. $5,000 credits, nice. Oh, 15 races to get it. Wow. So you got anything new, Snowman, and MLB The Show? Anything good? I completed the Jazz Conquest board last night.
Welcome to Manaan. I'm Roland Wong. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid. Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
Cool.
A beautiful place, Sato City. A paradise on the water. But remember, within the city itself, the Selkath have absolute authority.
Yeah, I completed it last night.
Obey the Selkath laws, keep the peace, and you should encounter
We're gonna do...
I assume you received a visitor guide to the city when you docked your ship. I regret there is little I can tell you that's not in the visitor guide, my good Jedi. My duties rarely permit me to venture beyond the walls of the Republic Embassy. Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can.
I'm going to do Jackie Robinson. I think he's the next one. I'm skipping Buck O'Neill.
I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I'm skipping Buck O'Neill, and I'm going to do the next and finish him up, and then come back to Buck O'Neill for the last one. That way I get his card and then his captain's card all at the same time.
An ancient and forgotten race. And you think it may be here on Manaan? Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first. We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Otto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recorder to the outside of the city before being driven off by the Firaxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back. It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manaan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do. There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far. Good. It's a logical place to start. But you should also hear about the other options available to you. We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for pass cards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way. Good. It is a very intelligent and skilled individual who can crack the matrices of a Sith encryption system. But there is one last method you should know about in case all other options fail. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith Masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith Enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a pass card to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first? Good call.
Let's interrogate the prisoner.
Push him too hard or we might lose him. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
spy. Really, Snowman?
You're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh, good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns. The strings of numbers that end the code sequences. If we could complete those strings, we would have the key to their encryption system. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern moving back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this woman. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been
That's funny.
resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break. The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now? While the training the Sith, he was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tina.
Yes, yeah, I said that. I plugged it up, and all of a sudden, audio returned.
Agents to investigate, but it may be a while.
And the problem is, the lights on the back stopped working, or they're just always red, so I never know what's going on with it. Because the Logitech G Hub still says it's trying to set it up, and it's been that way for the 2 weeks.
Since I had all those issues, so...
What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too. It causes short-term memory loss. Shall we get it started? No problem. He's not going... You're back. Let's get it started then.
What do you want? You're not. You... lies. You work for the Republic.
Lies.
You think me weak?
The Sith will never trust you.
Never. I am... There's nothing you can do. What? What companion?
The gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need within hours.
Ha! The Sith are stronger than you. Each... Nothing you can...
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all too happily believe you betrayed them.
You can't do this to me. They would kill me in ways too... What did... Tila? How did you find out about her? You think Brian...
Damn! He blanked out.
What do... No, please don't hurt her. Please.
Success.
You think bribes will... No, please, don't! Why, what do you... What?
Of course, they would never...
No.
Damn! He blanked out.
Why? You're not.
The Sith will never trust you.
Never. You think me... There's nothing you can do to... Why? What do you... What?
What companion?
Nothing you could...
The gutless Sith...
He wouldn't talk. Or has he already? Why? What?
Damn! He blanked out.
Why? What? What? Nothing you could...
The gutless Sith worm.
He wouldn't talk.
Of course, they would never believe it.
The Sith are... Why? What? Yes, it could be so much easier. Ha! You...
Damn! He blanked out.
Dang it.
What do you want? You think bribes will... No, please!
So why does it take me back here if I succeeded?
Ha! You... What do... What? Nothing you could do to...
The gutless Sith worm.
He wouldn't talk. What do you... What do you... You're not.
The Sith will never trust you again.
But they... You think me... There's nothing you... What do you...
Giving up so soon? I think he could last a bit longer. Come back if you want.
Yeah, that's just not working. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I've got a little... Why did that fail? $22, $18, $32, $48. Water. 128, 64, 32, so 2. 132, 81, 64, 25. 6. $10.83, $3.25, $1.28 is 7. Why is that? $48, 2, 6, 10.83, 3.25, 1.28. So it's not 7. So let's try a different one. 22, 18, 48, 2, 6,
'Why, hello there, and welcome.
Prince! Hello, sir. Look at 30. Is that 30 months? Does that say 30 months, dude? Holy shnikes. Thank you so much, man.
No way!
Resub hype.
I'm reloading it. I bought that. I thought I was selling it. I'm so fucking stupid.
Okay. How you been, sir?
Run that back.
Beat the game last night? Nice. So 22, 18, 48, 2, 6. Let's try 5. Every one of them has failed. Why does that fail? Dead Space was a lot of fun. Nice. I've got it. I've never played it, but I've got the original versions. I got them when they were free on through Xbox Gold or whatever. Why is that failing? Something's not right. X-Pie, good afternoon, sir. Only here for a couple of minutes, then back to work. Well, I'm glad you're here, sir. Thank you for stopping in. I've tried all four numbers. All four numbers have failed. So if all four numbers are failing, what is wrong? How did the video go last night, sir? Did you guys get it done? I don't understand. If I got all those numbers right, why is it failing out on me? I think there's a problem with the game.
I can't talk now. I can't talk now. I've got to get this Colta loaded up before my shift is over.
Why? Why am I getting a failure? Every number I use, I get a failure. See, so we tried 7, so let's do 22, 18, 48, 2, 6, 8. Failure. $22, 18, 48, 2, 6, 5. $22, 18, 48, 2, 6, 6. Far from being done, but was able to get a majority of it in. Just have to work on the ending, then work on the detailing of it, like adding stickers and GIF to the video to make it kid-friendly. Okay. Okay. Go ahead. 22. $18. 1 and 1 is 2, 2 and 2 is 4, 4, 4, 8, 8 and 16, 6. So 32. Shouldn't that be 64? Aha. And that should be 2. Well, that's what I was using a walkthrough that said to use that number. So we're going to go here. 132, 81, 64, 25. So that's 31. It gives me 63. Let's see. 8164. Okay, so this is the one that's 6. Let's try that again. So, okay, so that's where we failed. Well, that one up there was not 48, it was actually 64. We did it. Your job here is done. GG's, congratulations.
You're back. Let's get it started.
Boy. Tila? How did you find out about her? Ha! You couldn't have her. You're bluffing, Jedi. No, please don't hurt her. Please.
Okay, so if I got that.
You think bribes will work? You must be dumber than I thought to think that a Sith would join the losing side just for credits. Boy, what?
That would be good. That would be good. I know you've been waiting on that.
What?
Of course, they would never believe.
All right.
What's the passcode to the Sith base?
It's Zeta 245698 Alpha. Just no more.
Good. With this pass, you should be able to get into the Sith base without trouble. Just don't delay too long, or they might learn that he's been captured.
Okay. It's now to figure out how to get into the Sith base. Welcome to the Hotel Ignis.
Now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want to. The Sith woman, Alasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. A couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple, but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though. Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off. No, I don't think... I mean, it's possible. Just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court. What do you want to know? Elasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on. The Sith woman, Elasa. He can't run good because he's a... No, I don't think... What do you want to know? There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally, I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know? But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know? Well, okay.
Glupor Tanhit Wanaji Sarkat Agi Inko Tune Glupor Mulira Chuna Mulira Tonk Glupor Kipa Nonku Nexit Abog Glupor Yun Tung Chiwi Ita Bola Unjikne Mulira Glupor Kon Muli Slimo Pui Wanga Kun Biskin Glupor Kimpa Nikcha Lora Kun Glupor Chi Ita Kanki Chana Kilikon Glupor Nibo Jimata Wipun Nage Tong Abang Sun Sham U Glupor Ni Glupor Tang Hit Wamaji Sarkat Ad Inko Tune Tong Kimba no Kun Nixet Abang Glupor Pichage Borang Turang Glupor Wanki Yuma Patmal Yaw No Wish Glupor no Una Kun Mulira Slimo Poi Wanga Kun Makachisa Glupor Abang Sichan Glupor Ninong Kili Glupor Chiwaka Aita Kan Kicha Na Selkat Glupor Nibo Mulira Glupo Ni Umsit Glupor Sha Glupor Pampa Ki Mulira Kun King Glupor Chachopa Si Chawa Wish Kun Kun Glupor Bagra Shak Tangi Selkat Mama Jikona Glupor Ag Inkotune Glupor no Molira, Chuna Mulira, Tompa no Kun, no Nek, Glupor Chachopa, Glupor Bagwa Shank Konti Machid Glupor Nada Chawa Yishun Kun.
Okay. Fear with me.
You here to see me about the murder too? I told the damn
Atlanta and
fish
St.
everything
Louis
I
have
knew.
started.
What more do you all want from me?
All right, back to work. Sorry for the short visit, but working half a day, so not really supposed to be on lunch break. All right, dude. We'll talk to you later. Have a good day.
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel too.
And Minnesota and Miami have started too.
Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics usually. I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room in private is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Hello.
Oh, hi. Well, Elassa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah,
yes,
I didn't see anything. I didn't see it. 100 credit. You know, I think I could trust you. Heck, I don't even know why I shouldn't tell you. Well, one time, I saw Elassa coming in wearing this big cloak. I was on my way to my room, and she normally wears stuff like that, so I didn't pay her too much attention. But this time, I accidentally brushed up against her. Accidentally, of course. And her cloak fell open. Now, I don't have any qualms about the Sith. I leave them alone, and they leave me alone. And seeing as how Elassa had a Sith lightsaber under her cloak, I'm not going to poke that hornet's nest. Seems so. But I'm not getting myself in any further with the Sith. I know how ruthless they are. Now that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll testify to the court, but you aren't going to get anything else out of me.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any... Well, okay. If you need anything else...
Miami
it'll be
Marlins
right
score a run, lead the Twins 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Okay. So if the hotel's open for me, why can't I get in this room?
No problem. Didn't work.
Yes? What can I do?
Sure.
Your wish? What can I do?
Sure.
I don't know that I got anybody high enough to crack that. Atlanta leads the Cardinals 1-0.
You, Jedi. I hear you're investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface. This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. The Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes? Dear, dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies. No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want.
Devious to get you.
And you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Have you managed to retrieve the data from our droid? Time is a critical...
Okay, so there's nothing else in there for me. That's the hotel. Oh boy, we've gone 20 minutes over. All right, so we'll pick this up on Friday. Now we've gotten this far. So we'll pick this back up Friday as we try to figure out all these different things. How do we get into the base? Things like that. Shadow's going to make me drink some more before we leave. Let's see who's out there that we can go raid. Lyndon's doing some power wash. Toe is doing some Final Fantasy. Oh, I'm so hydrated, I gotta pee again. Notice I said again. Let's go watch Lyndon. Let's go check out Lyndon. He's doing the power wash. Thank you all for being here today, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the resubs today, Shadow and Proud Prince. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you guys. It's been a crazy couple of days with all the gifted subs and resubs and everything like that. You guys just are so amazing. I love each and every one of you all. Okay. Yeah, Shadow, we can. We'll be back in a couple of hours at 4 o'clock for some MLB The Show, and also a little bit, if I'm going to try and get it downloaded here in between streams. Take a look at some of this Crash Bandicoot game that Shadow has bought me. So hopefully we'll see you guys back here then for that. So until then, guys, be good, be safe, and have a good couple of hours till I see you again. And thank you for your time, because there's nothing more special or precious than your time. It's a non-renewable commodity. You can't make more of it and you can't get it back. So thank you so much for choosing to spend that with us. That's where we're going to go raid. We're going to go say hi to Lyndon. Be sure to copy this hashtag, guys. So until, if I could type, I'd be dangerous. There, copy this one. Until later on this afternoon. Be good, be safe. We'll catch y'all later. I'm going to start this raid. So we'll see you all in a few hours. Gonna eat and do stuff like that myself. So bye until then.